You need to play this S-tier hero in Marvel Rivals. And this character is a strategist, aka support, Cloak and Dagger. Cloak is the character in the back, the male character that's able to use invisibility, more damaging abilities towards his targets, while Dagger is more of a healer for the team. And this will work out drastically well as you're able to transform between states in order to achieve different outcomes within the situations in Marvel Rivals. But before we do get to this video, I'll be giving away a luxury battle pass to one of you lucky people watching this video right now. We'll be doing this daily, so make sure you are subscribed, you hit that like button, comment in the comment section down below, and share this video with a friend. And we'll be announcing the winners on our Discord, so make sure to join that as well, linked in the description below. We're not dead yet, as you can see. It's working out pretty well for us as a solo strategist. And we just killed Spider-Man again. And we're still surviving. We're not dead yet. I think I disengaged this with Cloak. Yeah, there we go. See? That is disgusting. Even those couple seconds to survive and then switch back to Dagger in order to use your healing to advantage. Keep yourself alive. And look, I haven't disengaged from the fight. I'm still going. I'm still healing my teammates. Like, how cool is that? And the abilities, let's go through it. There'll be quite a bit. We have Life Force Dagger. This is able to do damage towards targets, but also heal your teammates as you are in the Dagger state. Alongside, they have Shadow's Embrace, which allows you to switch between Dagger and also Cloak and be able to activate different abilities. The Veil of the Life Force is a force that is able to heal allies upon touch. And then we have an alternate ability being the right click, launch a volley of daggers, creating a healing over time field in an impact area. So great healing factors right here for the character, with the ultimate that's able to be accessed in Dagger and Cloak, which just does rapid dashes, dealing damage and healing allies on the same path. It's very crazy how much damage is actually occurring in this state because it lingers and does damage and heals in that area effect. Really nice. But once you use Shadow's Embrace, which is allowing you to switch to Cloak, you have different abilities. He has the base attack of Dark Force Cloak, which is able to inflict continuous damage towards the enemy just by hovering over them, as you can see here. Alongside that, we have the Terror Cape. By putting a Terror Cape towards enemy, it's a wall that will hit a target, they will become more vulnerable, which means you do more damage towards them, and also they have reduced vision. They get narrow sights in their screen. So it's kind of cool to see that in action. And then we have Dark Teleportation, enshroud nearby allies in the Dark Force dimension, pretty much making them be able to phase, gain some movement speed, and be invisible towards enemy attacks. So it's really nice to use as a getaway, but also as an engage tool with your teammates. And honestly, these other combos, which you'll see in my gameplay today, which we go through using Dagger into Cloak, through multiple opportunities in order to reach certain outcomes. But majority of the time, it comes down to two options. Do I want to heal my teammates or do I want to damage the enemies? And that will make you switch your states in order to reach that outcome. Cloak being the person that does damage and Dagger being the person that does heals. But now let's try and analyze some gameplay that I had earlier today, which I popped off in our first match, reaching a MVP status on this character. That is why it's S tier. Fun fact, there are secret skins available right now in Marvel Rivals. By inputting this code right here, you will receive the Armor Model 42 Iron Man costume, absolutely for free. So we're jumping to this point here in this mission, where we have to defend an attack location in the center. We've got an interesting team comp, and I'm playing as Cloak, doing as much damage as possible, because I want to test out the DPS. But you can see, you can just do a lot of tick damage with this character, and it starts delaying plays like it's nothing, which is really nice. And it made it hard for players like Spider-Man to do anything, because I put the Terror Cape on the player, and they had no clue where they're going. Black Widow gets destroyed by the damage as well. And I'm here trying to do as much DPS to the back line, and once they realize what is going on, I enter my phase ability, becoming invisible, so they don't see me for a couple seconds, so they have to retarget towards another opponent to keep themselves in the fight. And now the healing scenario with this character. It is insane. Like, my team would not die here, because I'm healing them as much as possible with my character. Using our shield to push through the wall and give them all heals in the same instance, while healing them independently through our base attacks. My goal here is not to kill. My goal here is to do as much healing as possible until we lose a member, and then most likely I have my ultimate ready to pop in my ultimate in a point like this when everyone's in a narrow corridor will be perfect, which I think I do at some point. There we go. Like, doing this is insane, because where are they going to go? They're going to eat the damage and get deleted. As you see there, Spider-Man had no chance of getting out, and he had to eat all the damage from my ultimate and my base attacks on Cloak. Now I switch between states depending on the scenario. Am I healing my teammates? Yes. Okay, let's go for Dagger. Is there a person trying to push us in a 1v1? Let's end up playing with a Cloak into advantage to do DPS. Having the understanding to switch continuously within your character is immaculate. And just a quick button press but it'll change everything. So make sure to use that within all instances to make the right decisions. Now we enter another fight here. Hulk is very low, but we're going to try and kill him as much as possible. And we see the enemy players are trying to do damage towards us in some capacity. So I'm trying to pick them off with the daggers. See the daggers do a lot of range DPS, but Cloak right now is going good. Then I'm going to disengage with my phase ability, and I get caught off sadly. But it's bound to happen, bound to happen. Trying to get into the habits of understanding this character, which I do pick up the pace a lot within this gameplay. Pushing back to the side, we see a teammate Punisher getting pretty low. Give him the heals from a distance. Getting closer. And I'm trying to make some choices here. What do I want to do? Do I try to hit everyone with a Terror Cape? Yes, because I reduce their vision. And it makes it easier for me to survive in these situations where it's 1v4, 1v5. And I'm healing my teammates as we get pushed. And I feel like over here, things get really crazy. Because we have two healers. Me and Jeff doing some crazy heals. And also doing DPS the same instance. So I'm facing us, trying to keep ourselves safe. Then I went back to healing Jeff because we got really low. I wanted to be in the game as much as possible. Because we have two Vanguards, being Venom and Hulk. If we can keep them survived in this engage, we will win. There's no chance of us losing this. And I'm switched between states, as you can see. Using all my abilities to my advantage. Whenever something's off cooldown, I'm using it. If it's in the Dagger state, if it's on the Cloak state, I'm going to use it. And this is when Spider-Man has trouble trying to get a kill. He cannot kill. As a duelist, his goal is meant to kill a backline, and he can't even do that. Because we're healing crazy amounts of HP towards our team. And deleting him with the Cloak whenever we can. And surprisingly, the DPS on Cloak is immaculate. Like, if someone gets close to you and they can't close the gap or stun you, they're going to die. The phase ability works in their advantage, get another kill there with our team. Do some DPS with the daggers, just testing it out, see how good it is. It seems decent, but it's not enough. Like, if you want range DPS, use that. But in any instance, try and close the gap and use Cloak. Cloak just rips apart those enemies. Maybe there's a combo where you can actually use Terror Cape on Cloak, then switch into Dagger state and use base attacks from afar, and that'll do more DPS because it made them more vulnerable. That could be opportunity there. But our teammates are getting pushed here. We're just going to try and do some DPS damage whenever we can and keep this going. And Wolverine tries to aim us. And usually for Wolverine, it should be quite easy for him to win this. But we keep our distance, we play around his plays, and it doesn't work out too bad for us. As we're surviving and doing DPS with ultimate. Go to the backline. So my goal was just to leave Wolverine and do DPS to the backline. Keep them dead. Then we'll use our self-healing. Yes, there's a property of self-healing. By putting the healing daggers on the ground, not the base attack, but the ability, we actually heal ourselves. So that keeps us sustained. That's why I think this character has a bit of everything, and it makes it kind of S tier as a strategist. It just feels so unique. I don't see many characters in other games having this capacity in order to switch between states and use benefits like this at this degree, where it feels so fluid in gameplay that it feels like you should be playing this character. So I don't know if I end up making this as my support or strategist of choice, but right now it's working perfectly. As you see, my teammates are not dying. We're healing them like insane amounts. I'm loving it. Venom was the only problematic character here because of the way he engaged, but I try my best to keep him alive whenever I could. Because that's your goal. As a healer of any game, you always want to try and keep your front line alive as much as possible and your back line. It just depends on what's actually occurring. And the Spider-Man play could not do anything here. Like, anytime you want to go for a kill, I'll try and make sure I close the gap with ultimate into Cloak DPS. And just pick him off. My goal is to make sure he's always out of the equation. There you go. And switch back instantly to get some heals to Hulk, if I could. He goes back to his Bruce Banner form. I think we keep him alive here too, because of our healing. Until he gets one-shot by Winter Soldier. It's bound to happen, the character has a lot of DPS. But the goal is to keep them pinned as much as possible. As much as possible. There you go, the heals. Look at those heals. Jeff the Landshark's trying to make something happen, but ain't gonna work out. And it just feels so fluid. I feel like I'm pressing buttons 24/7. So if you're a person that likes to press a shit ton of buttons when you play these games, this is gonna work for you. You just have to make sure you're focused on every target, every ally, and using all the information you can to your advantage to make the right choice. There we go, more heals. Keeping everybody alive. I think I sent a shield here, yep, perfect. Hits multiple allies in the same instance, so everybody gets a massive dose of healing. And we go to a DPS state, put our Terror Cape on multiple enemies. Look at that. And look, Hulk's fully engaging, but we're still keeping one of our Vanguards up and alive as much as possibly can. Use a phase ability to disengage that for a bit. And Venom goes full crazy, so So I don't know if he actually wins that one. I think he actually dies there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he dies, but we still survive these to a certain degree. We're not dead yet, as you can see. It's working out pretty well for us as a solo strategist. And we just killed Spider-Man again. And we're still surviving. We're not dead yet. I think I disengaged this with Cloak. Yeah, there we go, see? That is disgusting. Even those couple seconds to survive and then switch back to Dagger in order to use your healing to advantage, keep yourself alive. And look, I haven't disengaged from the fight. I'm still going. I'm still healing my teammates. Like, how cool is that? That's why I think many players will start to gravitate towards this character. It's a new hero in the game, but it's definitely something you should play and test out. Look at that. No chance. No chance whatsoever. And at this point, we're already at 21 kills, 3 deaths, and 14 assists. Absolutely immaculate. Healing is nearly at 17k already. 17k healing is insane amounts. If you've played this game and you know, that's a lot of HP towards your teammates or yourself in any of those situations. But I try and catch off the players in the backline as much as possible with Cloak. And then from there, switch states depending on what's going on. So this guy starts rushing me, but I went back to Cloak straight away, so make sure I have my abilities up. So if we need to disengage, we could. Because Cloak will always be your disengage. Like, you wouldn't use Dagger to disengage in any situation. Nice. Look at that. Spectacular. And then we set up the ulti, so when Bruce Banner jumps out of his Hulk suit, let's be honest, that's what it is. Like, it looks like Diva in some essence. When he jumps out of that, we have an ultimate doing DPS on the ground. So if he just stands there for a couple seconds, he's already half HP. Then we use that Terror Cape there, so people go blind, and they don't know what's going on exactly, except the objective. And we just keep going. Look at those kills! Insane potential right there. I'm telling you, this character is a freak of nature. Like, 100% S tier, and we go to MVP status, and I was completely shocked from how this game went. And it just worked out so well. 30 kills, 3 deaths, 19 assists, nearly 20k healing while doing 8k damage on a strategist. That is unheard of, to be that effective in both departments. We're also getting damage blocked by 4,500. It's pretty crazy, pretty crazy. But mates, tell me your thoughts in the comment section down below. What do you think about Cloak and Dagger? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you want to see more gameplays on Marvel Rivals on the channel? Tell me in the comment section down below. I'd love to know. As always, mates, it's been a pleasure, and I'll catch you, mates, next time. Bye-bye.